Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. Vocab words make me lose my head.
Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head.
The first word in Unit 9 is allocate. It's a verb and it means to set aside for a special purpose, distribute. So you could say, it is the job of our treasurer to allocate how much money will be spent on any given business for the student government. The next word is ardent. It's an adjective and it means very enthusiastic, impassioned. So you could say, he was an ardent fan of both the Cincinnati Reds and the Cincinnati Bengals. He never missed a game. The next word is assiduous. It's an adjective and it means persistent, diligent. So you could say, the students who get ahead are not always the smartest, but usually the most assiduous workers. The next word is brash. It's an adjective and it means prone to act in a hasty manner, impudent. So you could say, he was a brash young individual and he was always rushing into situations before he knew what was ahead. The next word is capricious. It's an adjective and it means subject to whims or passing fancies. So you could say, because he was always changing his mind, the little boy was often labeled to be capricious and fickle. He couldn't keep his mind set. The next word is chastise. It's a verb and it means to scold severely, to use physical punishment as a part of correction. So you could say, my mother chastised me severely when I broke the lamp in the main hallway. Or you could also say, in schools, it is now illegal to chastise students by paddling or beating them with a ruler. The next word is copious. It's an adjective and it means abundant, plentiful, wordy, verbose. So you could say, I have no idea how I'm going to learn the copious amount of information on this exam by next Wednesday. The next word is deviate, and it has 3 parts of speech. As a verb, deviate means to turn away, to stray from a norm. So you could say, be careful not to deviate from the marked trail when we go hiking, or you could easily get lost. As a noun, the word is pronounced deviate, and it means one who strays from the norm. So you could say, in the Twilight Zone episode, Eye of the Beholder, people who do not get state-sponsored plastic surgery are labeled deviates, and they're sent away to live in a special place. As an adjective, deviate means differing from the norm, unconventional. So you could say, people with deviate tendencies are often looked at as suspicious, and they may face social pressure. The next word is emaciated. It's an adjective and it means unnaturally thin. So you could say, Allied soldiers who liberated concentration camps were shocked to find thousands of emaciated prisoners inside the barracks, eagerly awaiting their rescue. The next word is exult. It's a verb and it means to rejoice greatly. So you could say, after their victory in the Super Bowl, the team exulted in the locker room, pouring champagne on each other. The next word is gnarled. It's an adjective and it means knotted, twisted, lumpy. So you could say, as I held my grandfather's gnarled hand, I could not imagine it young when it was fighting in World War II. The next word is indemnity. It's a noun and it means payment for damage or loss. So you could say, when I broke the neighbor's window with a baseball, I had to pay an indemnity of $200. The next word is inkling. It's a noun and it means a hint, a vague notion. So you could say, when my friends threw me a surprise birthday party, I didn't have an inkling what was going to happen. I was really shocked. The next word is limpid. It's an adjective and it means clear, transparent, easily understood. So you could say, the water on the lake that day was extremely limpid. If you looked out the side of the rowboat, you could see pretty far down, all the way to the bottom. The next word is omnipotent. It's an adjective and it means almighty, having ultimate power and authority. So you could say, in some ancient empires, the king was virtually omnipotent. No one could contradict him. His word was law. The word omnipotent brings back that prefix omni, meaning all. Potent basically means strong. If something is really potent, it means it's really strong. So omni, all, potent, powerful, all-powerful. The next word is palatable. It's an adjective and it means agreeable to the taste or to one's sensibilities, fitting for consumption. So you could say, my mother made some extremely palatable spaghetti and meatballs. They were really yummy. Or you can also say, The negotiator tried hard to find a compromise that would be palatable, sensible, for both sides. A good way to remember palatable is to think about chefs on TV. They always talk about your palate, training your palate to know what tastes good. Your palate's just part of your mouth. The next word is poignant. It's an adjective and it means deeply affecting, touching, keen or sharp in taste or smell. So you could say, Night by Elie Wiesel is one of the most poignant books about the Holocaust I have ever read. It's very deeply emotional. The next word is rancor. It's a noun and it means bitter resentment or ill will. So you could say, I knew I had offended my friend, but her outright rancor and hatred took me off guard. The next word is sophomoric. It's an adjective and it means immature and overconfident, conceited. So you could say, instead of resorting to sophomoric name-calling like my opponent, I relied on clear, cogent arguments to try and win the election. Those of you with siblings in the upper school might find the word sophomoric familiar. Do you know any arrogant and immature people in your life? The Greek word sophomore actually is a translation meaning wise fool, or fool who thinks he's wise. So arrogant, immature. And the last word in this unit is spontaneous. It's an adjective and it means not planned in advance. So you could say, Mark and I had planned to go to the movies, but in a spontaneous decision, we decided on the spur of the moment to watch the lacrosse game instead. And that's it. All the words in Unit 9. Next stop, Unit 10. I'll see you there.